Hello, I'm Jennifer Weaver with Backcountry TV here in beautiful Cedar City, Utah at the July Jamboree, where there's muscle cars, vintage cars, and so much more with music and food. For the next half hour, I invite you to join me for some great fun. Hey, so we're here at July Jamboree, and I want to stop this man right here in green, this Mr. X-Man. Hey, I want to know, what brought you here to July Jamboree?
Fun.
What's fun about it?
Everything.
What's your favorite part?
Favorite part? The cars.
The cars, for sure.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
I saw a 31 Ford back there I like.
Was it red?
No, it was green.
Of course it was green because you're the X-Man, right? Okay, show us your superpower.
No.
It's July Jamboree, and I'm in this 55 Chevy Bel Air. It's absolutely beautiful, so beautiful that I have to ask the owner a little bit about it because you just don't see these cars anymore. And Don, tell me a little bit about this vehicle. Hi. Hey, how long have you had this vehicle?
About 10 years.
And has it been in July Jamboree before?
I think this is the third time.
What keeps bringing you back?
Well, look at all this. It's wonderful.
Can you tell me anything special featured about your vehicle?
Well, it's stock bodied, and the upholstery is, the door panels are 55 Bel Air, which is stock. The seats are 56 convertible. So that's why they're pleated.
Yeah, they're
Okay, now mechanically, it has the engine, transmission, and rear end out of my mother's 77 Nova when she couldn't drive it anymore.
So have you gotten awards here at July Jamboree for this vehicle?
I have.
What awards have you received?
Well, you know, they go around and put award winners stickers on the different cars, and I got it last year too, so I doubt if I get it this year, I'd have to do it twice. But
Oh, that's great, and we'll see how he ends up today as an award winner. So I'm going to stop these young girls right here because I want to know what brought you here to July Jamboree?
Because I like to look at the cars.
Is it the cars or is it the guys? Come on now.
I have a boyfriend, so the cars.
Well, she's being nice because she has a boyfriend, but you know, this one over here?
It's the cars. I don't know, I just come to communicate. I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend or you're looking for a boyfriend?
No, I have one.
Okay, they both have boyfriends, but you know, they are admirers of July Jamboree, so we're going to move a little bit forward. Thanks, girl. Jennifer Weaver here with Neil Smith with the Cedar City Rotary, and you've been a sponsor for quite some time. Can you tell me a little bit about Rotary's involvement with July Jamboree?
I sure can. July Jamboree had been around for a few years, and I was president of the Rotary Club in 2007. And Wayne Clark and Byron Linford, who had kind of ran July Jamboree, said they thought that it would be a good way for Rotary to get their name out in the community and to develop money so that we could support humanitarian projects either in the local community or around the world. So we decided to do it, and we started. We raised a little bit of money the first year or two, and it's grown steadily. The Rotary Club has given over $500,000 just in the last 5 years to projects here and all over the world. So it's pretty amazing, and the primary source of funds is July Jamboree.
And so this main fundraiser goes to what kind of humanitarian projects that you've mentioned?
Well, one of the things that we did is we were the steering committee on the Rotary Centennial Veterans Park, which is just to the east of here. It's an amazing thing. So we didn't develop all the money, but we created the committees that led to a World War II, a Korean, a Vietnam memorials, and we relocated the World War I memorial to that site because it had moved to several places. We gave $50,000 to Southwest Applied Technology College because 7 out of every 10 jobs today require a certificate, so it's very important for the basic economy. Just more and more things. Stoves for indigenous people in Guatemala so that mom and the babies aren't cooking inside of a hut with smoke in and then getting all kinds of respiratory disease. So it just goes on and on and on. It just doesn't.
So July Jamboree, you can say, it's not just about cars, it's not just a fundraiser. This is basically just about sharing what it is to be a human and share the wealth of humanity so that we can do good all the way around the world. Thank you so much, Neil. Hey, you're watching Backcountry TV here at July Jamboree. We'll be right back. July Jamboree has one of the most amazing sponsors. Here with me is Ellen Trainer with Southern Utah University. Ellen, will you tell us what is going on at Southern Utah University? I hear there is a lot of exciting things happening.
There are so many exciting things happening at Southern Utah University. We're so proud. We have a great combination of history and future going on right now with a 119-year history, very, very strong in the area. We've got 5 colleges in the university. We're approaching 10,000 students. They can study one of 164 different majors. Students are very, very involved. The thing that we're really excited about is the brand new Beverly Taylor Sorensen Center for the Arts, which just recently opened. And that is a $39 million art complex that was contributed to by the public and private partnerships, the state of Utah, Cedar City, Iron County, and a lot of big donors. And that combines, it's a 6-acre complex. It brings together the Utah Shakespeare Festival. It brings together the Southern Utah Museum of Art, which houses the Jimmy Jones exhibit. So we think it's a fantastic opportunity for our students to get that hands-on experiential learning that we're becoming so well known for. As you know, we've won recently a big national award for project-based learning, and that's really what sets us apart. Employers are really looking for students who not only learned in the classroom, but actually did something, did a project. They went out in the field and did something that lasted, longer than a semester. And so that's really what we're very, very proud of.
And we're absolutely proud here at July Jamboree to have SUU as a sponsor. Thank you so much for being here today. So now we're going to move a little bit forward, and there's this great group of people right here that I'd like to come and talk to. In fact, he's wearing a shirt that says Love at First Sight, which drew me right to you. And so I have to ask you, what brought you to July Jamboree?
I come every year. I love the cars. I love the booths. It's awesome.
Do you have a favorite car today?
Not yet. We haven't made it all the way through either, though.
And so how many years would you say you've been coming to July Jamboree?
At least 10, maybe even more than that.
Oh, great. And you know what? I'm sure he's found cars that it was love at first sight, right? Great. Backcountry TV is a little off-site as we're covering July Jamboree, but we're here actually at Tri-State Motors with David Morris to tell us a little bit more about their involvement, because this awesome local Cedar City business has been involved since the inception of July Jamboree. So David, tell me a little bit more of how you got involved and what you guys do.
Originally Tri-State Motors had the connection with July Jamboree through my father and my grandfather. We're 3 generations into our business here at Tri-State Motors. My dad and grandfather have been longtime Rotary members as long as I can remember, and at the inception of the July Jamboree is when my father really took an advanced role with Rotary and did what he could to try and support. And as a business, it's great for us. It's obviously a car event. It's right in downtown Cedar City on Main Street here, and we're just a couple of blocks away. So it's been a great event for us to be a part of, and hopefully we're as much benefit to them as they are to us.
And we're sure thankful for their opportunities that they provide, not only with their car service, but also as a sponsorship and also as just a community supporter. Thank you so much. So everybody, this is Tracy.
Hello there.
And we went to kindergarten together.
Kindergarten to 3rd grade, I think, wasn't it?
No, it was kindergarten all the way through.
Yeah.
He's memorable, apparently I'm not. But what brought you here to July Jamboree?
I haven't been here for a while, and I'm a car freak. So
He is a car freak.
between watching people and watching the cars, you couldn't have a better time. So
Family, so is this like a family event for you?
kinda, yeah. Once
Or are you escaping the family?
both. No, I haven't been here for about 5 years, and we decided to come down tonight and look at cars. I've had 2 '67 Mustangs that I've rebuilt in the past. The last one I lost in the divorce. But my former uncle-in-law gives me visitation rights, so I can go drive it when I want. But
And then when he needs that fix, he also comes here every July, right, Trace?
I do. I love this place. I'm a Cedar City, native. I love it here.
Born and bred. Let's move on. Thanks, it's good to see you. Okay. All right. Okay. This is called July Jamboree Perfection.
Yes, look at that.
And he's so sad. He's not, we get some baby breeds. Beautiful! Thank you for sharing your masterpiece. July Jamboree has the most beautiful cars, and one of them is this 1934 Ford. Absolutely. He's going to correct me. He's the owner. This is Keith Park. Can you tell me about this beautiful 1930 vehicle?
Well, it was made by Ford, of course, but we've got a Chevy motor in it, and it's got digital gauges. It's got all the new stuff, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. So it's like a new car, but it's an old car.
Well, it's definitely kept all of its beauty. Hey, have you ever had it in the July Jamboree before?
Yes, I have, probably 3 or 4 times before.
I've noticed you have a sticker that says award winner. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, they give awards out, and a year or so ago, they liked the car, I guess, and thought it was good, and so I run an award, which was very nice.
So I guess we can tout an award winner here at July Jamboree here in beautiful Cedar City, Utah. And we want to thank you, Keith, for sharing this beautiful car with us. You're watching Backcountry TV here at July Jamboree. We'll be right back. At July Jamboree, if you're going to make a stop, you're going to want to make it at Rally Stop. And I have these 2 men here to tell you more about it. Will you please introduce yourself and tell us about Rally Stop?
You bet. My name is Curtis Maxwell.
I'm Jordan Jenkins.
And we are here with Jenkins Oil and their C-stores, who are all now named Rally Stop. It's a new name for old stores that have been around for a long time. The old JR's truck stop location, the Shell and Chevron down on 200 North with the Dairy Queen and the China Kitchen, and then Providence Chevron with Bruno's, as well as the small Chevron across from the old Staples building. And that's who we are.
And who they are is pretty great. In fact, how did you come up with Rally Stop? Can you tell me more about that?
Well, we went through many different names before coming up with Rally Stop, and Byron Limpford was a huge part in that. Rally was kind of an action name, which just kind of sounded cool, so we could relate to everyone.
You know, and I'm going to give them a cheer, and I'm going to give them a rally, because the food is great, the customer service is great, and them being a sponsor at July Jamboree is great. See, I'm even tongue-tied because they just get me so excited. You guys offer great service, and thank you for being here. July Jamboree brings people from all over the world, from Arizona, Nevada, of course Utah, and right here in Cedar City, young and old. In fact, let's stop this gentleman right here. You're probably young at heart, but what brings you to July Jamboree?
Well, it's the only thing going on in Cedar City tonight, isn't it?
Oh no, there's Shakespeare. There's all kinds of things going on, but I will say tonight is the night for cars, for music, for food.
Lots of nice cars, lots of food, and a beer garden too.
Oh, tell me about the beer garden.
Well, it's right down there. Just stop in. If you're 21, you can.
And you know what's the best part about the beer garden? Is that it benefits the crisis center, the Women's Crisis Center.
Yes, it does. It does. That's how it's raising money for the Women's Crisis Center, so that's a good thing.
Absolutely. So, you know, it's a lot of fun for a good cause, and it's great to meet people like you.
Well, thank you.
July Jamboree has people come from all over the place, and when they come to Cedar City, there's two places they like to stay, so I'm going to have these two women introduce themselves and tell you a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Sarah Cornell.
And I'm Jennifer Maltby.
And we're here sponsoring our two beautiful hotels. We have La Quinta Inn and Suites and we have Days Inn. La Quinta Inn and Suites has only been open for about 8 months. It's our brand new Del Sol model. Days Inn has just been taken over by our general manager, Rex MacArthur. So there's going to be a lot of changes that you're going to be seeing in Days Inn. La Quinta is the new Del Sol model. It's the first one built in the United States. It is a more...
I hear it's like customer friendly. That's what I hear, is that your staff there is so friendly. People don't want to leave because they're treated like family.
Our staff is amazing. Jen is our head housekeeper. And then we have Barbara back here cheering us on, who's in laundry. And then I am Rex MacArthur's assistant. And we also welcome our furry guests. So we're 100% pet friendly. You will get a full hot breakfast every morning that you stay with us. We have an indoor pool and spa, and then we have a ginormous fitness center. So it is like home when you stay at La Quinta. It really is. We have everything that you could ever want in a hotel.
So it's more than a vacation, it's just basically a home away from home. And so we're so glad here at July Jamboree to have La Quinta and Days Inn, because not only do they have great amenities and accommodations, they have great people. Thank you. July Jamboree is becoming one of the most well-known events in Cedar City, and it started with these two individuals and their idea. So if you'll introduce yourselves and tell us where this all began, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm Byron Linford.
And I'm Wayne Clark. And we used to own Clark and Linford Jewelers. And about 20 years ago, the city put in a new streetscape. And so when they did the ribbon cutting, it was in July. And so we shut down Main Street, and we had the dignitaries, and we did this ribbon cutting. Well, Byron, after that, and the economic development director, Brent Drew or whatever, we kind of worked with him and helped him in doing that thing with the streetscape. Well, after it was over, Byron and I visited, and we decided, we came up with an idea. We thought we could have a street festival. And I thought, hey, we could have bands, we could have vendors and food. And then Byron decided.
Well, I had kind of a car guy and had been to a lot of car shows around the West, and just felt like it was a perfect setting for a car show. And so Ron Carden, Kathy Pontius, and Sonia Stauffer, who had worked with economic development, had worked with us, and we sat down together and put together what is now the July Jamboree.
And the first year, we, Clark and Linford, paid the expenses. And we did the awards and different things. And then we decided we really need to get more sponsors. And so for 10 years, Byron ran the July Jamboree.
Yeah, and I had, like I said, I had help with the people I mentioned earlier, Ron and Sonia and Kathy Pontius, and they kind of handled the vendors and things, and I ran the car show portion of it. And and it just really caught on. People loved this atmosphere. It was like showing your car on Main Street at Disneyland. And it just continued to grow and grow and grow. And it got to a point where it was difficult for us to manage ourselves. Yeah. And Wayne was a Rotarian, or is a Rotarian, and we thought, what a great fit to kind of hand the torch over to the Rotary Club. And they've continued to take it and grow it. And obviously they do great things with the money, which we can talk about. And Wayne was the one that he took the torch from our little group to the Rotary Club, and the rest is kind of history. So.
Yeah.
So how many years now has Rotary been involved with July Jamboree?
The Rotary's been involved this is our 9th year, and July Jamboree's this is their 19th year. And all of the money that we raise goes to humanitarian and charitable type causes. And all of us are volunteers, so there's no paid people with this. But we have groups that come to July Jamboree from all over the West. Lake Havasu, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, Bakersfield, California. We have them a lot of times from Salt Lake, and some have been here from Colorado and Idaho and different places. And they love to come here because it's small town America, and they have a great time. And we appreciate this.
And there's lots of car shows, lots of places, but the atmosphere of being in a historic downtown and being on the street, there's something really cool about shutting down a state road, which what this is, and just going nuts with the cars and the vendors and the bands and the food, and it's a unique experience that I think people love, and it really stands out in the car show world as something really unique and different and special.
I agree.
One more thing. All the car people pay a fee to show their cars, and which is really good. But we made it so that all families could come to July Jamboree. It's all free to the public, and they have a blast. We'll have 10 to 12,000 people here, and they just love it. And so it's really working out well.
And I think it's become a place where you see your neighbors and you see friends that you haven't seen for a long time. It's almost like a town reunion. It's the same kind of experience that you have at the 4th of July parade and those kinds of things. Although I would wonder that maybe July Jamboree is maybe even bigger and better attended than some of those things. But it's a really cool, unique experience. And like Wayne says, it's free to families. I mean, they can come and hang out, and it doesn't cost them anything. And the car show guys, they do pay a fee, which is really interesting. They spend all the money on their cars, and they come and display them, and they pay to do it. But without them, you wouldn't have much of an event, and without them, the charitable causes wouldn't benefit like they do. And so the car guys are much appreciated, and I think they like being part of a charitable thing and knowing that the money that they spend on their entry fee is going to benefit a lot of folks.
Can you tell me a little bit more about those humanitarian efforts?
Well, one thing we do locally has to do with the literacy project that we do. We do a dictionary project that we as Rotarians go into every 3rd grade class and deliver dictionaries. Every 3rd grade class in Iron, Beaver, and Garfield counties. So they get their individual own dictionary with that. We do projects internationally. We build some stoves and things in homes down in Guatemala because they cook on an open fire, and they suck in those flames, and it costs them their life after a few years. So we go in and we do these stoves, and they're just so excited. We've done projects down in Mexico where we've helped build schools, homes, playgrounds, different things, that way. We did an India project where we teamed with Rotary clubs in India, and we built restrooms in the high schools over there, some of the high schools, because girls, when they're maturing, they don't go to school because the restroom facilities they're a hole in the ground. And so the best thing you can do is to help educate someone. And then we do other literacy programs and things like that. But those are just some. We give scholarships. We give scholarships to SUU. We also were a major contributor to the Southwest Applied Technology College, where we donated $25,000 towards some of their equipment and things. And then we set up another idea we had. We set up $25,000 in scholarships for single parents so that they could go back and learn a skill that they could provide for their family. And then we'll start to, once we have that seed money there, we'll start to add to it so that we'll do that for a long time.
This is amazing that just an idea has impacted the global community, not just the local community. And so we want to thank Wayne and Byron. Thank you so much for this great event. Well, thank you for joining us for this last half hour. We're coming to an end, but I hope you will join us next year, the second Saturday in July, July Jamboree, right here at Backcountry TV.